We want to get to this right now. Shots fired inside a Cobb County mall. Shoppers running for cover panicked. Now police are searching for 3 armed robbers. It is one of the other top stories we're following for you on this Friday morning. The chaos drawing a heavy police presence to town center at Cobb yesterday afternoon. Many shoppers fearing at first that they were targets of a mass shooting.
About 15 gunshots went off right by us in the mall. I have not seen this many cops in I don't know how long. I think I've counted 40 plus.
Wow, police quickly tracking the gunfire to A&M Custom Jewelry. They say 3 people in masks fired off multiple rounds while inside the store, robbing that store. They ran outside to a car and got away. 1 employee suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Officers cleared out frightened customers and shut down the mall. So far, police have not released any more information. We are expecting to get more details on this one for you later on today. And now to Clayton County, a convicted felon finally captured after escaping security. Devontae Ross had been on the run for a week. He got away from private inmate transport officers last Thursday, handcuffs still on, when they stopped to get him food at a QT near Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. He had just arrived on a flight from California and was being taken to a state prison in Jackson to continue serving time for burglary and trafficking narcotics. Ross has a history of avoiding jail time. He escaped from a work release program in March. The Georgia Department of Corrections says he was picked up in Atlanta yesterday without incident. And the Beltline is growing. The group that operates the path around the city says it has bought another 31 acres of land to use as affordable housing. The area is in Bankhead, where the Chapel Forest Apartments used to be, and right next to a new Microsoft campus that's in the planning stages.